pile dwindles. The saga continues. Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel where I'm doing part 2 of my humongous haul. For anybody who's wondering why I'm doing such a huge haul right now, I think that I'm going to be doing a variation of a book buying ban because obviously I'm buying more than I can read. So I'm going to be doing another video about that later, so stay tuned for that. But that's why I'm kind of getting it all out of the way now because these are books that I've accumulated over the past month or so. Let's just get right back on into it, and once again there's going to be too many for me to tell you what they're all about, so it's just going to be, I know what this is about, I don't know what this is about, I'm excited for it, I don't know. The first book I grabbed was Politically Correct Bedtime Stories, Modern Tales for Our Life and Times by James Finn Garner. And I just grabbed this because it was in the humor section, and look, it's super tiny, and I'm sure it's going to be really funny. And it's just like little mini fairy tales, and but they're politically correct. I just know this is going to be hilarious, and I really want to actually read this soon because it looks really funny. So next up, I'm just going to do this whole pile in one go because they are all by the same author, and that is Sophia Kinsella. Ooh, yikes. So I already had Confessions of a Shopaholic, and I was like, maybe I should get the rest of the series because they were all at the thrift store for less than $2, so I figured, what the heck, and I went a little Sophia Kinsella crazy. Just a little. My stomach's growling. Hungry. Going to eat the books. So the first one I got was Shopaholic Ties the Knot. Next one was The Undomestic Goddess, then 20s Girl, Shopaholic Takes Manhattan, Shopaholic and Sister, Can You Keep a Secret? Finally, Remember Me. So I think the only one I'm missing from the Shopaholic series is Shopaholic and Baby, I think. I don't know. It's always there, so I'm sure I'll pick it up eventually, but I figured I got enough. Like, look at her. She's like, you've bought too many of my books. You need to start reading them. Shut up, Sophia. What do you know? The next one I grabbed was Sweet Little Lies by Lauren Conrad, and I only bought this because I have the other 2 books in the series. Even though I did try to read the first one and I didn't love it, I think I am going to give it another go because, I mean, they're not like super intense reads. They'd be probably good books to like break up between heavy books. I just bought it so I could have the whole series. Problems. Next book I grabbed was Jessica's Guide to Dating on the Dark Side by Beth Fantasky. And then I also got, by the same author, Jekyll Loves Hyde, and I've heard some good things about this book. I think that it's like a really interesting concept. It's kind of like a spin on the whole Jekyll and Hyde thing. I think Jekyll is the girl, Hyde is the boy, and they do all these like experiments and things happen, and it looks really cool, so I bought it. There you have it. There she goes. The next 2 books I got were by the same author from the same series, and the first one is Hush Hush, and the second one is Crescendo by Becca Fitzpatrick. And I'm not actually sure if Crescendo is the second book or if it's the third book, but I don't know. I saw both of these, and I was like, oh, I haven't read these, and I've heard good things. Actually, I've heard good things about like the first one, and then the rest of them were like, meh, but whatever. The covers are really pretty, so I got them. Jesus. Don't you love my justifications? It was pretty, so I bought it. The next book I got is really random, and it is Dollhouse by the Kardashians. And for anybody who doesn't know, I have a secret guilty pleasure of the freaking Kardashians. I have watched every episode of every single one of their shows. Miami, New York, doesn't matter what it is, I'm watching it. I freaking eat that shit up. Like, I love the Kardashians. I don't even know why. So I saw this book and I was like, leopard print, and I just wanted to get it. Like, look at them, they're so cute. Don't hate on the Kardashians. They're just trying to be, I don't even know what they're trying to do. Next 2 books I got are also from the same author, but they're from 2 different series. And the first one is The Summoning by Kelly Armstrong, and the second one is The Calling. So I bought The Calling because Rising just came out and it's supposed to be really good. So I think that this is actually the second book in the series. What's the first one? I don't know. I think this is the second book, and then I don't remember what the first one's called, and then the third one's The Rising, which just came out, so I grabbed it. It was $1.99. It was only 99 cents. Next one I grabbed was The Lux by Anna Godsperson. Pretty fluffy dress. I've seen a few of these like around, so I was kind of interested to see what they were actually like, so I picked it up. Have you read it? What's it like? Is it about fluffy dresses? I want one. Come down here with me. Can't sit on my feet anymore because they always fall asleep. No circulation. Next one I got, and I am beyond excited for. Like, I need to read this now, but I'm already reading another book. And that is Splintered by A.G. Howard, which is, of course, a fairy tale retelling of Alice in Wonderland, and it follows Alice's, like, great-great-great-granddaughter, and she has to return to Wonderland to, like, undo all of the wrongdoings to make herself seem less crazy because she feels like she's going crazy. She hears bugs talk and all this stuff. And this book is beautiful. Like, holy schlamoli. Like, look at the cover. Amazing. The words are in purple. You see? Purple. There are, like, designs at the beginning of each chapter. Even, like, inside cover. Just adorable. Even if this book sucks balls, it's gonna look freaking sweet on my shelf. Like, love it. The next book I grabbed was The Heist Society by Ali Carter. I've heard mixed things about this, but I think it's a really interesting concept. So basically, I think that her family are like bank robbers and she tries to get out of it, but then she has to like come back and, I don't know, do one more big like robbery or something like that. I have heard some good things about it, so I'm excited to read this one. Look at her glasses. The next book I got and I'm so excited for is The Tiny Book of Tiny Stories. Oh, little stories and books. And this is volume 1, and this is by Hit Record and Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Basically, there are just like a bunch of contributors like to all the drawings and the stories, and they're just these like little cute like illustrations and just a little bit of words. 67 contributors, and I think it looks really interesting. And I haven't opened it up yet because I'm waiting until, I don't know, maybe actually I'll probably open it up this weekend because I can't wait any longer. Ah, that's so cute. The next book that I got was Gone by Michael Grant, and this was such a sweet find. I actually found this like in the store, and all of the copies said $11.99, and for some reason, I just grabbed this one and I looked at the back and it said $4.99. I was like, oh my god, is that a typo? And then I saw the front and it said $4.99, and I was like, why are all of the exact same books $11.99 and this one's $4.99? Didn't make any sense, but I was like, that's a steal. I gotta have it. So I had it. I watched the book trailer and I am very intrigued. Apparently it's like everyone over a certain age just like disappears, so it's only the kids that are like running around and I don't know what's happening. It's kind of like sci-fi. Exciting, high-tension stories. I love these books. Stephen King. If Stephen King had written Lord of the Flies, it might have been like this. What? Yeah, that sounds pretty crazy. We're almost done, guys. I only have 3 left. Next book I got was Lock and Key by Sarah Dessen, just adding to the Sarah Dessen collection that I have. I've got to read one of these like next month. Like, that has to be on my to-do list because I think I have pretty much almost all of them except for like 3. I think I don't have 3 of them, and I have yet to read one. So what is that about? Next one I am so excited for, and like I can't even handle it right now. Scarlet, which is the second book in the Lunar Chronicles, following Cinder, and for anybody who doesn't know, I freaking love Cinder. Like, ugh, I wanted to marry Prince Kai. Give me some of that. This book actually follows 2 storylines. It's continuing on from Cinder, and it's also following Scarlet, which is retelling of Little Red Riding Hood. And she meets this guy named Wolf, and, you know, her grandmother is lost, so she's looking for her grandmother, I believe, in France. I can't even, like, people keep posting, like, reviews of this, and I'm so tempted to, like, watch them and see what it's all about, but I can't. I have to read it for myself, so yeah, I'm excited. I'm so excited. And last but not least, I picked up Eleanor Park by Rainbow Rowell. This book, I'm so excited for. Everyone so far who has read it has said nothing but amazing things about it. I'm actually reading this book for a book club I'm in, which is the Book Generator Club, and I will link our channel down below where we, you know, read a new book every month, and this is our book for the month of May. So I am so excited. It looks so cute. Apparently it's like a contemporary love story, but it's not like your typical love story. Apparently it's more realistic, which I think is very, very interesting. Eleanor Park reminded me not just what it's like to be young and in love with a girl, but also what it's like to be young and in love with a book. John Green. Stamp of approval. So that is the end of my huge book haul. And like I said, I am doing this massive book haul right now because I am planning on going on some kind of a ban. I will be doing a video about that soon, so please stay tuned for that. However, I am picking up more books next Thursday because I already had them ordered and I'm so weak. I think it's 9 books that I'm picking up, so after those 9 books, then there's going to be some kind of a ban. I swear. Thank you so much for watching. If you like what you see, please subscribe, and I hope to see you guys again soon. Bye.
So we kick, push, kick.
Shut up, Albie. Albie. My feet are falling asleep. No! Oh, it always happens. Oh my god, my feet are so asleep right now. Wake up. Albie, help me. Ah, shit. I'm just gonna cut up my debit and credit cards. Put them in an ice cube tray or whatever it is you do. I don't even know.